Dibiase doesn't have to take a back seat to anybody. Oh, there's a double cross for you. Ted Dibiase, a little bit fed up with the tactics of one Craig Valentine, just dropped him flat on his keister with a beautiful knee right into the solar plexus. Craig didn't like it. He's bailing out. Craig Valentine might have had the wind knocked out of him there. Taking a little breather outside the ring now. Fans all over him like a new suit. Well, Greg's back in there now. Well, halfway anyway. Dick Worley sort of stepping up the pace on the count there. Make sure Valentine gets in there. Both men beginning to sweat now. It's quite warm here under these TV lights, but the building is wonderfully air conditioned, and certainly it's a pleasure to be out here in this building and to be working with Resorts International. They're a wonderful outfit, and it certainly has been a pleasure for us to be working with them. Forearm smash, a beauty by Valentine, and a flying mare takes him over. Valentine going to work on the rib cage now, kidney area, right back to that arm bar. Well, now he had a chin lock there, which would have been very effective because he's pulling the arm one way, pushing the chin the other way. There it is. We're not actually constructed this way, and you don't bend that way too well. Something has to give. Dibiase, I've seen him in many matches, can absorb a great deal of punishment. Well, when I was his age, I guess I could absorb a lot of punishment too, but the injuries I got 10 years ago are really doing a number on me today. Craig Valentine in control here. Very impressive arm bar, taking its toll on Ted Dibiase. Ted over by the ropes. This will break the holdup. He won't get a clean break here, guaranteed. You could bet on it. Valentine, a master at taking one part of the body and working and working and working on it until he weakens it up to the point where the guy forgets about everything else, and he's going to be able to beat him. Nice takeover there. Down for a cover, but only a 2 count. Still holding on to that arm bar. Ted's got a number of choices here as to how to move out of this. Get up to his feet in a standing position, go behind, slam, standing wrist lock, which he just turned it into. Everything is pretty even right at this point, except that Dibiase's left arm has got to be hurting. Dick Worley coming around to this side to get a better vantage point. Oh, nice leg trip by Valentine. And a nice kickoff by Dibiase. Arm drag by Dibiase. Another arm drag. Dibiase getting going here, puts an arm ring around of his own. Ted Dibiase taking a page out of the book of Craig Valentine, going to work on this arm ringer. And he drops an elbow on it. Turns it into a hammerlock. Well, that knee into the triceps certainly will take its toll. Fans right along with the count here, counting as Ted Dibiase's dropping those knees in. Asking for a submission. Now Dick Worley right around there asking Greg, do you want to pack it in? Obviously saying no, we can't tell from our vantage point. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see the Mighty Midgets. Probably 4 of the best 10 midget wrestlers in the entire world today. Dibiase going for a pin here. Still got that arm barred underneath there and a hammerlock, and he's right over with a bar and chancery on the other side. Very effective pinning combination. A 2 count there. Another 2 count. Greg just able to get that left shoulder up. Ted really applying the pressure. Good pinning combination here. Valentine over now on his stomach, away from the pinning combination. The midgets will be Billy the Kid and his partner, Ivan the Terrible, as they take on Tiny Tom and Butch Cassidy. Boy, I'm waiting for that one. There's a couple of 2 counts there on Dibiase. Greg Valentine seems to be a deliberate chokehold here. Referee Dick Worley caught it. Elbow smash, nobody there. Dibiase on his feet, ready, an arm drag. Right back over into that armbar, head scissors by Valentine, and Dibiase kicks right out. Valentine favoring that left arm, saying, hold on a minute, let's talk this over. Valentine very clever, very ring-wise, enormous ring savvy. Dibiase maybe a little bit less because Ted hasn't been around as long as Craig has, and both come from wrestling fathers. Craig Valentine, the son of the infamous Johnny Valentine, and Ted Dibiase, the son of the very, very popular Mike Dibiase. Big right hand by Ted, and takes a side headlock. Greg is going to whip him into the ropes here as they come off. Oh, hip lock takes Ted Dibiase over. And another one. Greg Valentine now going to work on the arm, dropping that knee in there. Craig can hurt you in many, many ways. Elbow smashes and knee drops, his famed figure 4 leg lock. So many ways Greg Valentine can hurt you in there. Greg Valentine now starting to turn Ted over. Another good pinning combination. His shoulder's not quite down. Now it's down there, 2 count. Slapping Ted in the face. Oh, Ted didn't like that. That's an insult move, and Ted certainly didn't like that. Got that shoulder up there again. It's a hammerlock with an arm bar here. Ted Dibiase in a beautiful bridge here. This is what wrestling's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Ted trying to muscle his way back over, halfway. I believe Ted's going to make his way out of this. There he is now. Valentine, for some reason, turned loose of that arm bar. I guess he's going to keep working on that hammerlock. Sadistic, very sadistic individual, Greg Valentine, slapping the head and just rubbing the elbow into the face and back of the neck of Ted Dibiase just to irritate him. At the same time, constantly applying pressure and pain to that left arm of Ted Dibiase. Ted grabs the neck and muscles his way up here. Oh, there's an elbow to the side of the face in the ear. That slowed Valentine down. That'll shake the cobwebs loose. Forearm. Exchange of lefts and rights here. Dibiase getting the better of it with those good forearm smashes. Went for a turnbuckle. Took Greg Valentine loose from that rope. Valentine head first into the corner, and that hurt. Good right hand by Dibiase. Valentine now going to work on the leg. Boy just finished punishing Ted Dibiase with that arm bar and chancery with knee drops. Now he's going to work on the left leg of Ted Dibiase. Elbow smash onto that left knee. Tearing away at the knee pad now. Tearing the knee pad right off Ted Dibiase. He wants to go to work on that knee. I don't know whether that's an illegal move or not. It certainly should be. The man's in there wearing a protective device, a knee pad. They should be allowed to wear it. Ted Dibiase in a little bit of trouble right now. Greg Valentine will obviously go to work on that uncovered left knee of Ted Dibiase, and he certainly is. Dibiase trying to find a place to hide. Nice leg trip by Valentine. Comes up with that leg again. Valentine really applying the pressure here. That's the leg he works on when he wants to go for that figure 4 leg lock. Boy, he's got that leg pulled up there. You could pop the cartilage right out of the knee so easily there. Dislocate the patella. Oh, there's so many things Valentine can do to you. Those lateral ligaments can only take so much pressure. Here's a half crab now by Valentine. This is a submission hold, but I don't think Dibiase is going to quit with it. Ted is not a quitter. Dibiase, excellent leverage position here for this Boston half crab. Dibiase trying to muscle out of it. The fans are behind him, shouting, "Let's go, Ted." Let's see how Teddy can come out. And he does. He muscled it out, throwing Greg Valentine off. Greg a little disgusted about it, but Ted in a lot of trouble with that left leg. Valentine with a flying mare snaps him over. Elbow smash to the top of the head. Going to go right back to work on that leg. You can bet on it. He's going for the figure 4 leg lock. And Ted Dibiase kicked him off with that free leg before he could complete the figure 4 leg lock. Flying mare again. He's going around for it again. He steps through, and Ted kicks him off right into the turnbuckle. Dibiase, no dummy out there. Still in a lot of trouble. Enormous pressure had been applied to the left leg of Ted Dibiase. So much so that even though Craig Valentine is in a very precarious position, Ted now coming to life a little bit, going to work on Craig Valentine. Beautiful chop. Forearm smash. Valentine seems to be in a little bit of trouble right now. Dibiase going for a leg drop. Yes, knee drop right across the throat. This could be it here. 1, 2. Valentine just out a 2.5 count. Dibiase going for the elbow smash. Successful. He'll go for another cover here. Whirly right there. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Wasn't as close as the last count. Dibiase now has the leg of Craig Valentine. Right hand. Sends Craig to the mat. And Ted is going to work on that left leg. And it's a spinny toe hold. And he gets thrown outside the ring. Ted Dibiase out on the ring floor. A little reversal there of what he had done to Craig Valentine just a few moments ago. Ted coming back up on the apron now. Oh, hits Valentine with a shoulder smash. Ted still hurt. And Valentine with a powerful forearm. Dibiase has his leg hooked in the ropes. Trying to get out here. He didn't get his leg out. The referee, Dick Worley, gave him a 5 count. Hooked in the ropes, and the winner is Craig Valentine. My God, what a finish that was. Ted Dibiase hung up between the second and bottom rope as his leg was caught in between there from a forearm smash as he was stepping back into the ring. Referee Dick Worley, a rightly so 5 count when a man is tied in the ropes. So awarded the match to Craig Valentine. Let's go up to the ring and get the official time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time of the match, 15 minutes, 41 seconds. The winner on a count-out, Craig Valentine.
Boy, Ted Dibiase very unhappy about this decision. The rule is straight, though. Dibiase asking for 5 more minutes. Valentine blows a kiss to him and throws some sweat on him, and Craig Valentine wisely drops to the arena floor because Ted Dibiase is up in arms right now.